Honestly, the bar for this is very low. This leads you absolutely nowhere 90% of the time. Like, we can do better than that. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Austin and I am a fashion and beauty content creator based in New York City. As a full-time content creator, I have to bring in income for myself, and one of the main ways that I can do this is through brand partnerships. And in 2019 and 2020, brand partnerships have made up more than 50% of my income from my blog and social media channels. I am a micro-influencer. I have 11,000 Instagram followers, 16,000 over on TikTok, and almost 5,000 of you lovely people here on YouTube. That being said, I've been able to work on paid brand partnerships with some amazing brands like the ones that I'm putting on the screen right now. So I thought it would be helpful to sit down and tell you what exactly should go into a pitch email, because a lot of these brand partnerships came from me just shooting my shot over email. In today's video, I wanted to share 7 points that you should try to hit in every single brand pitch email that you send out. If 7 sounds like a lot, don't worry. A lot of these are just a sentence or two, but these are the things that I really think make you stand out as a creator and won't just land your email in the trash or spam bin. And if you want any additional pitching tips from me after you watch this video, you can check out my ebook Write on Pitch, which is linked down below in the description box. First and foremost, when you start a pitch email, you're going to want to get their attention with a catchy subject line. And the good news for you is that honestly, the bar for this is very low. I have been on the side of receiving pitch emails before and have just gotten them with the subject line collaboration or influencer request. Like, we can do better than that. A couple of kind of email subject lines that I have used in the past are maybe like NYC blogger for spring collaboration, or maybe something like spring summer launch pitch with New York City based influencer. Basically anything to make them think that you are not a robot. It sounds really silly, but it's honestly so surprising how many people don't do a good job of this. The second thing you want to include in your pitch email is a quick background on you. It does not have to be an entire biography. I honestly think 1 or maybe max 2 sentences will do the job here. So my intro might sound a little something like this. It might be, hi, I'm Austin. I'm a New York City-based fashion and beauty content creator, and I'm also a former magazine editor and former content director at a tech startup. In that short intro, you suddenly know who I am, you know what type of content I create, you know where I'm based, and you know my previous work experience. If they really want any additional information, they can look you up on LinkedIn and on Instagram, which many companies do. So be sure that those profiles are looking good in case a brand or person reading your email does click over there. The third thing you want to make sure that you do in your brand pitch email is be specific about your idea. So many brands receive vague collaboration requests from influencers, and this leads you absolutely nowhere 90% of the time. If you are just emailing a brand saying, I'd love to work together, they have no idea what you're talking about. And the best thing you can do is already come to them with an amazing idea that is specific that they can respond to and react to. Because just saying you want to collaborate doesn't really get you anywhere unless you have 1 million followers. And I know that's not the case for most of us watching this video, because I'm all about the micro-influencer and helping them monetize and make money. So really, why are you reaching out to this brand? Is it the holiday season and you've got a great idea for a campaign shoot you could do that features their holiday collection? Will this go live and time well with back to school or Memorial Day or some other kind of seasonal event? What specific products do you love from this brand that you would want to feature in your campaign, or where could you picture shooting it? What would it look like? And which platform would it even be for? You know, they might not know that you're on all of these different platforms. They might just assume you're talking about Instagram when really they want to be focused on TikTok. So the further you can narrow down your idea and be specific, the better. The fourth thing you want to make sure you address in your pitch email is why you? Why are you the person that they should work with out of any other creator right now? Are you the brand's #1 fan and you've been using them for 10 years and you could really craft a great story to share with your audience? Do you have the same demographics as the brand that they are trying to reach customer-wise? Is your audience Gen Z or millennial or whoever they're trying to target? Do you have like a super unique photography style that would really elevate the brand and make them look cool to your audience? Use a sentence or two here to make your case and answer that question, why you? The fifth thing to further help them visualize what this collaboration should look like would be to help them visualize what this collaboration should look like. So feel free to send a link to a recent post that you did, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, whatever platform you're hoping to collaborate on with this brand, and show them and say, you know, I recently showcased your new illuminating product on this selfie that I posted the other day, or I was just using that new honey vinaigrette in a salad that I made the other day on my Instagram stories, to help them understand and visualize what type of content you're already creating using their product. Or if you're pitching a brand that you haven't worked with yet, that you really would like to try their products and get to know them better, just send them something similar in the same category. So if you are reaching out to a makeup company, you could show some makeup content you've already created. If it's homeware, if it's fashion, you can pick your category. The sixth thing that I would make sure you hit on or include in this email is some form of social proof. Social proof is basically showing the brand that your audience is either super interested in the content you're creating or actually taking your product recommendations and making purchases based on what you say. If you can already show that interest there, that makes it a lot less scary for a brand to invest money in you, because they expect then to get a return on their investment, or ROI, from that campaign spend. So you can do this in one of two ways. You can pull in qualitative data or quantitative data to show a brand. And qualitative data, it sounds a little complicated, but really what I mean is comments and DMs. If you have recommended a product to someone and they bought it and they sent you a message to let you know that they did, take a screenshot and save it. Just make a folder on your desktop or in your Google Drive, wherever you like to keep things, and save all of those screenshots so that when you want to pitch these brands later on, you don't have to go digging for them. You could either send these to the brands as attachments, it might look a little messy, or again, you could send like a link to an Instagram post that you did and let the brand go through and read all of the comments there and point out a couple of your favorites, or even include them in the text of your email. And then the second way to show social proof would be through quantitative data. So maybe you have an affiliate link and you're able to see on the back end how many times people have clicked it. And you could say to this brand that you want to work with, here's a similar brand that I am an affiliate for, and you can see I actually made 20 sales from posting about my link the other day. So that is something that a brand would love to know before working with an influencer. Or if you don't have an affiliate code, you might be able to show clicks from a website or swipe ups on Instagram or some other metric to prove that people are listening to what you're saying and then clicking through to learn more about a product. And before you sign off your email, the last thing that I would encourage you to add to this email is some kind of call to action. What do you want the outcome of the person reading this email to be, or what would the next step be? Should you ask to get looped in with a colleague of theirs if you're not sure that you emailed the right person, or are you trying to get them on the phone for 15 minutes to do kind of an intro chat with you? Or maybe should you ask if they would like to also see your media kit to reply and let you know so that you can send that too? The more that you can show the person how you want them to respond and how you want them to react, the higher percentage that they are going to, because they don't have to think about it. I do think that especially if it's a cold pitch, a great call to action is to try to get someone on the phone or on a Zoom for 15 minutes and just do a really quick intro so that they can see you and talk to you in person, and so that you can also understand how they work with influencers, because maybe they're not doing something this quarter, but you can at least introduce yourself so that then next quarter when they do have budget, you're top of mind because you already had a chat with them. So those are the 7 things that I think you should always include in a pitch email. And just one bonus thing to throw in there, this is pretty much optional, is if you have a blog or website, I definitely would suggest creating a partnerships page and putting links or embedding previous brand partnerships that you've done, because again, this is sort of like getting a testimonial or looking at an Amazon review or going to look at someone's Instagram before you work with them. It really gives the brand a taste of what type of content you create and what type of content they could expect you to create if they hired you. One other thing that I just tried out, I haven't really posted about this anywhere or publicized it, but I actually went back on my Instagram page and I made a guide of all of my brand work. So if you don't have a blog or website, you could just go on Instagram and create a guide and include all of your previous sponsored posts so that they're in one place, and you could send a brand a link to that as well. Let me know if any of you guys have tried that. I haven't heard of anyone else doing that yet. I don't know if it will become a thing or not, but it's something I'm trying out. So I'll let you know if I have any success with it when I reach out to brands. I do think that these tactics can work whether you are reaching out to a brand cold or whether you maybe have gotten an intro to someone or have some sort of relationship with the brand. And if you want any more tips on relationship building with brands, I do actually have a blog post about this specifically for fashion and beauty creators. So if that's you, I'll leave a link down below and you can go check out that blog post. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any additional questions, feel free to leave me a comment down below here on YouTube, or send me a DM on Instagram. Sometimes I'm a bit quicker to reply over there, and I do try to get back to all of the DMs that I receive. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!